I have an idea for a smartphone lens mounting system that I want to try out. I feel it could be useful if smartphone manufacturers adopted a system like this, especially for high-end models that have multiple cameras to meet a variety of consumer needs. I'll show you how my idea works next. I've enjoyed every version of Pixel phones since Google introduced version 1 in 2016. I'm on version 5 now and have been impressed with all the improvements over the years. The one and only reason I purchased the Pixel was because of the camera, and since version 1, have never used it as a phone. Due to this kind of usage, I take notice of camera functionality probably different from most smartphone owners. One thing that has always bothered me about the cameras on all high-end smartphones is that with all the improvements over the years, the one thing that has not improved as much as I felt it should have is lens technology. Today, I want to create a proof-of-concept lens attachment mechanism that's very user-friendly, could work as a standard for all attachable lenses, and with the lens and possibly its mechanics outside the phone, it would leave room inside for other improvements to lens technology. The system I want to build will be a very simple to use quick swap system. It would allow for lenses to be swapped out quickly. I've always found this to be a must whenever I do action photography in environments where subjects are fast moving and action is unpredictable, and even the stage being photographed could be near 1 second and distant the next. When I used to photograph mountain bike racing, this was often the case. The build idea I decided on uses these parts. The parts are in the order they'll be assembled. The two rings closest to the phone will become part of the phone and used to align and hold the lens in place when it's attached. The ring next to the lens is a neodymium magnet, which will be how the lens mounts to the phone. Here's the completed modifications to the lens and phone. Although I put the magnets on the lens, it would probably be better to have it on the camera to conserve on the use of rare metals. The reason my version is not done this way is because of the limited availability of parts and my limited manufacturing capabilities. To mount the lens, it's as simple as dropping it within the mounting ring on the phone. Keep in mind that my mock-up was done with limited tools and parts. A phone manufacturer would be able to do a much better job at this same mounting system. As you can see, the camera app works like normal. None of the additional parts obstruct the view through the lens, and the photo image is still clear. A manufacturer would have a lot more control over producing the best photos from any lens and camera combo. For this demonstration, this phone is not a Pixel or iPhone, so the photos may look a little less flagship, but they are typical photos this phone would have taken from this third-party lens. So now, I'd like to clarify some reasons I feel an attachable lens standard has potential to create a separate industry within the smartphone industry. It's something I think photography enthusiasts could be interested in. Yes, there is already an aftermarket industry for smartphone add-on lenses, but what I want is to take a lens I used on my Pixel 3 and attach it to my Pixel 5 without having to move the mounting system between the two phones. This is where a standardized mounting system created by the phone manufacturer would make the effort of moving the lens from phone to phone much simpler. Also, with a single standardized lens mount, there would no longer be a need for multiple cameras on the back of the phone. You could easily change lenses to get the different focal lengths or effects. With the ability to attach the lens to the phone, phones no longer would need lens technology built into the camera. The abundance of space no longer used by the lens technology could be used for bigger image sensors, better image stabilization, or maybe even gimbal technology. Of course, with the change to attachable lenses rather than built-in, some phone manufacturers might decide to sell the phone with or without a lens, similar to how DSLR camera bodies are sold. In that case, it could either come with a lens cap and no lens, or a basic lens meant to save space like maybe a pancake lens. For myself, no lens wouldn't be a problem. That would give me the choice of buying only what I really want. The limiting factor here would be the cost of the lens. Like the DSLR market, the phone manufacturer would probably provide exceptional quality lenses by default. With that, there would now be competition for third-party lens manufacturers. Also, I think the chance of so many low-quality lenses on the market would diminish as more and more quality lens manufacturers make a name for themselves. This would only help the consumer. Hopefully, the compatibility of lens mounts on the same brand of phone would be common. This would be a huge win, especially when newer, more powerful phones come to market and you can simply transfer your lens collection to the new phone. This would be my dream scenario. If they haven't already thought of this by now, I'm hoping phone manufacturers take notice of this video and maybe even experiment with the idea. I truly think this could be a game changer for smartphone cameras, but that's especially because I'm such a big fan of smartphone cameras. Leave your questions and comments in the comment section below. That's all I have for now, and I'll catch you in the next video.